As we've seen, ethanol has added essentially 10% refining capacity across the country, as we've seen in the last 2 months, 2 refineries shut down. And you can compare that to how the price of diesel has increased above gasoline. They have not had an increase in offset like the gasoline markets have had with ethanol, and that 10% increase in overall gasoline supplies clearly outlines that. The second piece is the wholesale price differential. Today, ethanol is trading for nearly $1 a gallon less than traditional gasoline. And that impact at a 10% level, at hopefully soon a 15% level, all the way up to E85 translates to ultimate consumer savings, and we think that's important to know. The Center for Agricultural and Rural Development, CARD, released this study to continue to provide ammunition for the ethanol industry and the agricultural industry, because the naysayers and the critics of ethanol continue to beat up on the fact of ethanol using too much corn. And if you follow the markets this last week, you've seen that the USDA released what intends to be the nation's largest corn crop and the nation's largest yield for that corn. And so we see that there's a potential for corn prices to drop, more ethanol production to be produced, and ultimately more ethanol to be used by consumers and next year through blends like E15. With that, I'll turn it back over to Lucy Norton, and she can break down some state specifics for you.
Okay, thanks, Robert. So now to bring it a little closer to home and what ethanol has done for gas prices right here. If we did not have ethanol available today in the state of Iowa, fuel prices would actually be $1.69 more per gallon. $1.69 more per gallon today if ethanol didn't exist in the marketplace. According to CARD's data, the ethanol savings are the greatest right here in the Midwest. And the reason for that is because we're close to the center of ethanol production and ethanol usage. So Iowans benefit even more than the average American does. To offset the rising price of crude oil last year, we saw ethanol ethanol use increase. So it's a simple case of supply and demand. So as the supply of ethanol increases, the price of fuels decrease. So this $1.69 per gallon reduction adds up to a whopping $2,363 in savings for the typical family on an annual basis. So you could say that ethanol is saved for summer vacation. If we look at what the savings provides, it can pay for the fuel, the lodging, and the fun for an Orlando vacation, the #1 vacation destination. Or to put it a little closer to home, that ethanol savings could buy 15,753 diapers, 262 movie tickets, or 39 pairs of athletic shoes.